Okay, so what is the real difference between a team that just kind of gets by and one that absolutely crushes it time and time again? You know, the ones that deliver those game-changing results? Is it just about getting lucky or hiring the most talented people? Well, the truth is, the best teams aren't just formed by accident. They are built. And today, we're going to look at the actual blueprint.
So, what is that blueprint, really? Is it just about throwing a bunch of smart people in a room and hoping magic happens? Or is there something more deliberate going on? We're about to see that building an amazing team has way more in common with architecture than it does with leaving things up to chance.
And right there, that's the big idea for our explainer today. The best teams are built, not born. They are carefully, intentionally put together, piece by piece, with a solid foundation and really strong supportive pillars. You know, just like a well-designed building that's meant to last through anything.
So here's our architectural plan for today. We're going to start with the absolute non-negotiables, the foundation of trust. Then we're going to build up our two crucial pillars. One is about finding strength in our differences, and the other is about navigating conflict. And finally, we'll see what that all creates, this incredible environment of psychological safety.
All right, let's dig in. Every single great team, and I mean without exception, is built on a rock-solid foundation of trust. And listen, this isn't some nice-to-have, fluffy concept. It is the absolute bedrock. Without trust, any structure you try to build on top of it is just going to be shaky, and let's be honest, it's going to crumble the second the pressure is on. But here's the thing, a foundation like this doesn't just appear out of nowhere. You have to build it brick by brick with intentional activities. Things like team building exercises, or even simple icebreakers and shared experiences. They're not just for fun. They are the actual tools you use to get people to lower their guard, to see each other as people first, and to build those genuine human connections.
Okay, so with our foundation of trust poured and set, we can start putting up the structural pillars. And our first one is all about leveraging our differences. This isn't just about checking a diversity box, not at all. It's about realizing that having a bunch of different perspectives is a huge and often completely untapped strategic advantage.
Think about it this way. On one side, you've got an echo chamber where pretty much everyone thinks alike. Yeah, it might feel comfortable, but it creates massive blind spots and totally stunts any real growth. But on the other side, you get different perspectives, ideas clashing and combining, and that's where you spark real innovation. That kind of productive friction is a source of incredible strength. And that brings us to our second essential pillar, learning how to deal with conflict. Let's be real for a second. Anytime you have passionate, smart people working on something they care about, you're going to have disagreements. It's just inevitable. But the strongest teams, they don't run from conflict. They learn how to harness its energy and actually turn it into something that makes them even closer.
So the whole key here is to turn that friction into cohesion, and it happens in two steps. It is never, ever about winning an argument. First, you have to genuinely try to understand where the other person is coming from, to really hear them out. And only then can you use that new understanding to actually strengthen the team's bonds, turning what could have been a fight into a source of strength.
So, what happens when you have a solid foundation and two strong pillars holding everything up? What do you get? Well, you get the final and maybe the most important piece of our building, the protective roof. This is the ultimate result of all that hard work, an environment of psychological safety where the team can really, truly thrive. And what exactly is psychological safety? Basically, it's a feeling in the air. It's a climate where people feel safe enough to take risks with each other. You know, to throw out a crazy idea, or admit they made a mistake, or even challenge the way things are done, all without being afraid of getting embarrassed, or shut down, or punished for it.
And ultimately, this is what it feels like to be on one of those teams. Every single person feels valued for who they are, they feel respected for what they bring to the table, and they are genuinely motivated to do their absolute best work. This is the key that unlocks a team's full collective potential. It's a total game changer.
And that right there is the big payoff. This safe, supportive, and really well-built environment, that is the fertile ground where true collaboration and incredible creativity can just flourish. That foundation of trust, those diverse ideas, that healthy conflict, it all comes together to produce amazing results. So as we wrap up our little architectural tour, the question really turns to you. When you think about your own team, what's the first step you can take? Is it about shoring up that foundation of trust, or maybe reinforcing one of those pillars? What's the very first brick you're going to lay?